Hi, you guys. So, this is my second time coming live today because the first time that I came live, my iPhone overheated and stopped recording for me. So I didn't get to put my video on my feed. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Christy. Hi, you guys. So, I'm coming live again. Hey, Annalise. You guys are so cute. Miss you, girl. But sweet Joni, hi. Alicia, hi. I'm so happy you guys are here. So happy you guys are here. You guys, so early, I went live earlier, like I said, and my iPhone overheated. So I didn't get to put my video on my feed. So here I am again. But I really wanted to come on today, and I really wanted to make this video today because it's just really been on my heart that something that's very, very, very important while we are on our journey as spiritual activists, right? And there's so many different energies swirling around, man, so much shift happening. We're making new contracts. We're leveling up. We're committing to being better for ourselves and for others. And the truth is, all of that is amazing and it's beautiful and it's good. And you know what? It can also be very, very exhausting. It can also be very draining. And especially, when you're on a spiritual path, or if you're an empath or just a very sensitive person, right now is just very, very, very important that you stay on top of your self-care. It's so important that you stay on top of your self-care. Understand that just because we've agreed to give others more does not mean we've agreed to give ourselves less. We live in a land of abundance. We are of a source of infinite potential and infinite energy. So just because we are giving more does not mean we have to give ourselves less. And we don't want to agree with anything or any lack mentality that says otherwise. So I have 3 tips for you guys. These are things that I do in order to make sure that I'm practicing self-care for myself. And I wanted to share them with you so that you could do the same. And give me some hearts if this resonates with you. So number 1 is do not hold your feelings in. If you have some things that you need to work out internally, you're feeling strong emotions at any time, find someone loving to talk to. Find someone that you can feel safe sharing how you're feeling with. But here is my caveat to that. Do not find someone to share yourself with that is going to agree with your pain. Do not find someone to share yourself with that thinks that the world is not beautiful. Do not do that. Don't go and commiserate with someone who is a low vibe person. Have a high-minded conversation. Talk to someone who is not going to agree with your pain. Talk to someone who is going to allow you to be able to feel seen and valued and heard, and who is also going to speak to you from the place of the truth. Talk to someone who is going to keep the high watch for you, right? So that it's going to be something that's recharging for you and uplifting for you. Not someone who is going to commiserate with you on a low vibe time when you really need help and support to return to the truth, okay? That's very, very, very important, because if you just go and talk to anybody, you'll be in a worse off state. All you've done is just magnified a field that is not in alignment with your highest good. You know what I'm saying? Because while there appears to be chaos, guess what? The truth of the matter of all of it is love. There is peace. There is joy. There is abundance. And it's our job as light workers to be able to tune into those frequencies and to be able to radiate them as loudly and powerfully as possible at this time. It's our job to do that. And I want you to know that because you're on the spiritual path and you've already been in your practice, you're strong enough to do it. You're strong enough to do it. That is what you've been in your practice for. You've been in your practice so that you can make your dominant frequency the vibration of love. That's what you've spent the time on the mat for. That's what you've spent the time in meditation for. That's what you've spent the time in sacred study for. That's what you've spent the time in inspired action for. It's to cultivate a dominant frequency that lifts all others up around you. That's what you've done it for, so you can, okay? So talk to someone else like that. My second tip is to make sure to pamper yourself. Make sure to do something extra for yourself. Whether it's take a long salt bath, put your feet in the grass. I don't know, whatever pampering yourself looks like to you. Make sure that you do that. Make sure that you do that. Make sure you take time to laugh. You guys, I laugh so many times a day. And if I feel like it's a day where I'm not laughing that much, I will literally go and seek out something funny to watch or something like that. Or, you know, my partner, he's hilarious. He makes me laugh. You know, like seriously, you have to be intentional about that. You know, I'm not, and believe me, y'all, listen, okay? As deep in my spiritual practice as I am, understand there are some things that I get very, very, very angry about, honey. And I'm not, and if we gonna be real, I'm much more Malcolm X than Martin Luther King, okay? I'm more by any means necessary. But let me tell you, I will not compromise my joy. I will not compromise my peace. I will not compromise my dominant frequency being one of love and of joy. You know what I mean? I won't compromise that, because the sooner when we start letting ourselves wallow in these lower vibrations, we're gonna feel. It's okay to feel. But when we allow ourselves to wallow in the thoughts and perspectives that come there, we're cheating ourselves out of blessings that are meant for us, because we're not in alignment with them. We're not a vibrational match to them. We're cheating ourselves out of guidance and answers, right? Because we're being guided and the answers are within us, but there's times we can't see or hear them because we're not in alignment with them. We want to continue to take care of ourselves and allow ourselves to feel recharged, allow ourselves to be built up, allow ourselves to be refreshed, so that we can be who and what it is that we're called to be in these days. That's very, very important. Don't get to attacking yourself. Don't fall into that. Do not fall into attacking yourself. Oh my God, I heard something from my spiritual teacher, Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith. I love him, y'all. On a talk he was on, and it was so powerful about attacking yourself. He said, do not fall into a space of attacking yourself, because when you understand that when you attack yourself, you're attacking God. You're attacking God. You know, and this is a space where we want to let God reign. This is a time when we want to let the presence of God shine. And when I say the presence of God, I mean the God of your understanding, the presence of love, the presence of good, whatever that means to you. Okay? All of us of all faiths. It's time for us to rise up right now. We can't afford any type of stupid divisions. Okay? For real. Tip number 3. I have these grapes. These organic grapes. They're really good. And my third tip that I wanted to share. Hey, Killian. You know my iPhone overheated earlier. So that's why the video ended. And my third tip that I am restating, because I wanted to be out there today, is to understand that while the world is stopped and we are raising our voices and there is shift happening and there is so much in flux, make sure that you are taking the time to move forward in your goals and to build yourself how you need to in order to fulfill your best and highest destiny. Make sure that you take this time to further yourself. Make sure that you take this time to build yourself. Make sure you take this time to educate yourself. Make sure you take this time to work on your business. Make sure you take this time to work on your book. Make sure you take this time to work on your course. Make sure you take this time to do whatever it is that you have been needing to do in order to move forward and who it is that you know you're called to be, so that you can do what it is that you're called to do and manifest even greater levels of abundance. Because guess what? We need you to be all that you can be. We need you to be all that you can be. We need you to be as abundant as you can be. So that, you know what, so that you'll have the time and the resources to be able to make continual change. We want you to have the time. Think about it. Think about it. I've said this before. You guys know these things that we're seeing right now is really not about race. It's about power and less powerful, you know, and greed, to be honest, you know. And here's the thing. So the more good people, the more light workers who are incredibly prosperous, incredibly abundant in every way, what change couldn't we get together and pool our resources together and create? Nothing would be impossible for us. So if you've been making any excuses before this time for holding yourself back, if you've been letting any type of fear stop you from stepping forward and going to the next level, understand now is not the time. We don't have time for that. You got to be the best that you can be, because we need you. We need you. See, when God calls us to do things, when God has called us to show up in the world in a certain way, right? In whatever way that looks like, we experience it and we feel like there's blessings that need to get to us, right? We want to be blessed with these things to move forward. But the truth is, God is trying to get a blessing through you. You want all of those things because the presence of God is seeking to express itself in better and higher and more powerful ways through your life, as your life. You are the hands of God. You are the feet of God. You are the voice of God. And when you are abundant in every way, any way that God calls you to serve, you can do it. And you don't feel limited. You are not a limited being. We are limitless beings. We are limitless, powerful beings. We are limitless, powerful beings. And we all need to be as abundant, as prosperous, as skilled as we can, so that we can enact and impart the change that we want to see in the world. We don't have to wait on a government to feed people who are hungry. We can feed them. We don't have to wait on a government to provide health care for people who deserve it. We can provide it. We don't have to wait on a government to lock arms with our brothers and sisters all over the world who have been marginalized and say, no, you do have a voice. You do have opportunity. You do have the chance to be who and what God has called you to be too. Because you know what? I'm showing up and I'm saying, not on my watch, I'm going to do what needs to be done. That's the power of you living your purpose. That's the power of you not limiting yourself. And that's what we're all called to do. That's what we're all called to do. That's what we're all called to do. I really felt called to share those 3 things with you guys today. I am ready to rise. Yes, Wild Jules, we are ready to rise. Send me some hearts if that message resonated with y'all. Yes, amen. I love y'all. I love y'all. Do good. Love you. I love you too, Bess. Do y'all like this filter? This is the Pride filter. Happy Pride Month. Thank you. So beautiful. Oh, so glad you came back to finish the message. I know, Alicia, my iPhone was not trying to let me be great, but you know, we gonna bounce back. Fearless learning, you are made. Thank you. I'm a reflection of you. If I'm amazing, you are. We can't see what we don't have. Inspired. Yay! Yes! I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Let's be the best we can be. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's live in the land of abundance. All right. I'm going to talk to y'all later.